Hey milkers, happy Monday, welcome back. The beer this week is called Stillness, Feels the Air and Shudders. Couldn't have come up with a better name myself. Brought to life by the great people of Orpheus Brewing of Atlanta, Georgia. This is an imperial stout aged in whiskey barrels from up to 2 to 3 years, and it has deep coffee, chocolate, and vanilla flavors. It has an ABV of 13.2% and the Cummcast rating of a 4.25 out of 5. As always, please drink responsibly. And if you enjoyed the podcast and the content, please consider leaving a rating and review on whatever platform you're listening on. If you want to support us in other ways, feel free to check out our merch store at thecummcast.com, all one word. Thanks for listening. Now let's get on with the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Cummcast, as always. I'm your fucking amazing host, Ryan, and joining me, as always, is Cody with his Stillness, feeling the air and shuddering. It's probably the dopest name for a beer I've ever heard of. I don't like it. It goes deeper than your brain can think. It makes you think. That's the thing. You're supposed to drink, not think. And that's why. No, it gives you something to think about while you drink. Okay. Stillness. My stillness feels the air. Yeah. And it shudders. Yep. I don't get it. It's not your stillness. It's it's stillness itself. So stillness itself feels air. Like feeling. Yeah. Feel. Stillness feels the air and shudders. Yep. Some cold ass air. I guess it makes sense. There's something in that air. Yeah. AIDS. Fucking Vladimir Putin's downwind. Gonorrhea. A fart. Vladimir Putin's downwind. Yeah. A dirty ball sack in the air. Yep. That's what it is. Putin's shudders. Dirty ball sack. Maybe it's just a couple. You know who else's dirty ball sack stillness feels? Jussie Smollett. Yeah. That 150-day ball sack stint. Yeah, and apparently he feels more important. Which is then like... Wait. Did he actually say he feels more important? No, but like... He did the whole, like, Epstein thing. You know, no, he didn't do the Epstein thing. No. But, like... He didn't do that. But, you know what I mean? Like, he was like, they asked him if he had anything to add or whatever, and he was like, I'm not suicidal. He just kept saying, I'm not suicidal. He's basically saying if anybody kills him in prison... if anybody kills him in prison, it wasn't him. Ain't nobody gonna fucking kill you. You didn't have for faking your own... Hey, you worked on Empire, okay? Yeah. You're just a kid. You don't know. He's 39. What? Okay, you're a dude. You don't know government secrets, okay? And if you do, why would you put yourself on blast like that, man? You had two muscle-bound, roided out. You had two lovers. Okay. Here's the thing. You had two dipshits that you hired to do the job for one because they're like, you pay them to not talk, and all they do is talk. Yeah. Like, that's what they fucking did. And you fucked up, too, because, like, when the cops showed up, you still had, like, the rope around your neck. Take it off. There is way better ways to get your ass beat in Chicago than to pay people to do it. Yeah. You could have went to the wrong side of town in Chicago and got your ass beaten for free if you really wanted to. Mm-hmm. That's literally. And that's the thing, 4 a.m. in Chicago is like, it's still popping. There's people wearing red hats in Chicago that don't support MAGA. Yeah. That, like, you could have got your ass beat by some dudes that don't support MAGA in red hats for free in the wrong neighborhood. Let's be honest. I don't get it. I don't know what he expected either. Like, all the time that they put into trying to find these people who did this shit, like, honestly, too much time and effort. You know what sucks? The dude's been out of jail for the dude's not been in jail. It's not like he's been in jail for 3 years. He's going to jail for being an idiot. Basically, just costing the city money. He's going to jail for being a moron. Yeah, I mean, it's basically a fraud, and it's like not fraud. Well, it's like he's going for just being an asshole. 5 counts of felony disorderly conduct. for making up a false crime, which, yes, you can go, like you can go to jail. You can go to jail to the full extent of the law for, like, dialing 911 as a prank call. You can go to fucking jail for it. Which he claimed it was a hate crime because he was black and gay. So, basically, I think most of it's because so obviously he's got 5 counts of felony disorderly conduct, but it's also like, shame on you. Like, I know this was 2019, but
I just thought it was weird that, like, he got bleach poured on him. And then I asked somebody what it meant, and they're like, oh, they're trying to dye him white or something like that. It's some racist thing. And I was like, it's just a waste of bleach. Who just carries around a tub of bleach?
Yeah,
why?
That irritates your skin.
I don't even buy bleach to clean my house.
Also, it was in January.
I know.
It was in January, Chicago.
In Chicago.
Nobody's walking around. I mean, they're all walking around Chicago.
That's what I mean. 4 a.m. is like regular time in Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago is a 24-hour city.
You did it all wrong. You know, you're like a C-list celebrity because nobody knew who the fuck you were.
I mean, if you watched Empire, you knew who he was.
But you're not like, oh my God, it's Jussie Smollett. Nobody cares.
No.
And definitely nobody cares about him now.
And then he was just saying he didn't do it. Like when I saw the video of him in
court. You know, there's people out there that are just like, he didn't do it. Those guys are lying. He didn't do it.
That's the thing. They found him, and like they were like, from what I understand, they were like his lovers or something like that. I don't know.
There was all kinds of fucking rumors going.
But they were both black. I thought.
Yeah. I think they were.
Can't have a hate crime. A black on black hate crime. Well, I guess you can.
Yes, you can.
You can, but like, he knew him. And that's the thing, like, it was just so sus.
They're like, what do you know about Jussie Smollett? Oh, yeah, he paid us to do that.
Yeah, he paid us. They fucking snitched on you hardcore.
Exactly.
Yeah. And, yeah, but like, when the cops showed up, you still have a rope around your neck? It doesn't make sense. This is what it was like. Nah, you played it. Playing.
Yeah. Oh, sticky balls for 150 days. And see, with something like that, you're not getting out early for good behavior. It's 150 days.
Oh, it's time served. Is what it is.
You got 5 months.
Yeah.
He waited 3 years to do it, but I think 5 months in a Chicago jail was going to scare the fucking shit out of him.
Oh yeah, but
but here's the thing: unless you're going to jail for 5 months, but also you got to think about, like, he's like, I'm not suicidal. If something does happen to him in there, it's not going to be faked. It's not going to look like it's suicide.
No, 5 months in jail, you might become suicidal after that. You might want to do it.
A Chicago area jail? Or if they ship him to, what's that one in northern Indiana? Miami Correctional Center in, like, Kokomo area? That's, like, got some of, like, the biggest heavy hitters in the United States.
Yeah.
If you watch, I watched the prison documentary.
Was it Locked Up? Or...
No, I can't. It's an old one, actually. It might have been Gangland. Like, back in the day when we were in college, we used to watch Gangland all day. But they did something. It was, there's a prison in Kokomo called Miami Correctional Center. And it's a bad place. It's a really bad place. There was one guy in there. It was like one of the most advertised murders in Indiana. And he murdered like 4 people in a day. Like, I think he murdered his whole family or some shit like that. And then he murdered, like, I don't know. You say I think you're good?
No, that's not a big deal.
No, yes, it is. Free Jussie. Free Jussie Smollett. No. He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, he did. He knew you lied. Which everybody's like, oh, he just lied. And be like, yeah, but he, like, a bit of a big lie.
You know what this is?
That's a long con.
The Jussie Smollett case, it's a conspiracy to hide something right now. That's all the conspiracy theorists are like, oh, everybody's talking about Jussie Smollett for like 3 days. And then it's like, they're covering something up right now.
No, it's because
the government's trying to cover something up right now.
It's because he actually got sentenced. But the funny thing was, like, everybody was like, you remember when that actually happened, though? Because all kinds of people were like, oh my God. And then they were freaking out and be like, how can people do this? And be like, fuck racism. And like, yeah, fuck racism. But like, everybody's like, fuck racism. And then like, everybody found out that he actually set it up. And they're just like, fuck Jussie. Jussie sucks. And they're like, 2 days ago, you were just like, fuck all these white people. And I'm like, yeah.
What was the reason he actually did it?
I don't remember. To get famous? I don't know.
Gotcha.
But then like.
He didn't get famous. Well, he didn't get famous.
And then no, he didn't get famous, but like publicity, I guess. But like, you're already on Empire. And then like more fame or something, but he knows like Michelle Obama or some shit, and then they like she spoke out against him or you know, for him or whatever, and then everybody was like still on his side, and then they found out like, oh, you're just trash whenever you're
I take that back, give me back that car. I gave him a car, give me back that car.
It's like, you fucked
no
up.
Longer a tax write-off.
But that's the thing, like, he didn't admit to it, and he probably never will. But like, he got caught.
No, I'm pretty sure he did admit to it.
No, he didn't. He said, I didn't do this.
I didn't do this.
Yeah, I didn't do this.
Whatever.
I didn't fake my own bleaching.
I didn't fake my own assault.
Right.
And he had like no bruises at all.
I didn't do anything. Where's the bleach, Jussie? Show us the clothes.
It's Jussie, which is the...
Oh, Jussie?
Yeah, it's Jussie with a U.
Jussie.
Jussie, yeah. Yeah. Spell your fucking name right. Jeez.
God. Maybe that's why people wanted to make sure. He wanted people to know that his name is not Jesse. It's Jussie, damn it. It's Jussie. Stop calling me Jesse. That's not who I am. Yeah, but if you're going to hire people to beat you up, just hire people that you know aren't going to say anything. Why are you hiring people to beat you up unless you're a fucking actor? Don't do it.
He is an actor.
I know, but I mean, like, in a movie. Like, that's the only reason you should be hiring people to beat you up. When it's fake. When that was fake.
Like I said, you could go to the wrong neighborhood in Chicago and get beat up for free by people wearing red hats. Like, we all know that. Chicago's not a great area. Some of it is, but some of it's not. But, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's just a publicity stunt. Maybe he was like, I don't know, maybe it does go deeper. Maybe he was like trying to be like a freedom fighter type thing. And then, but that's the thing. Like, why were you just like, oh, this dude's in MAGA hats? Like, they don't do that.
A freedom fighter for who?
The other side. I don't know.
What?
Trying to prove how racist, Republicans are, I guess. I don't know.
Republicans aren't racist.
That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
But he was trying to pretend like they were. He said they were wearing MAGA hats or whatever. Like, the dudes wearing MAGA hats don't beat people up. They just go home and drink beer. For real.
They do. People wearing MAGA hats just go home and drink beer. They don't actually, like, go do anything.
They don't do anything.
No. They'll, like, talk about it in a conversation at, like, their regular labor job. Just, like, yeah, fucking gas prices.
The only time where it really matters is, like, when they go to the polls. Like, that's the only time, like, where their actions actually, like, come into play. Anytime else, they just hang out and talk.
I'm tired of people bitching about gas. I'm tired of it.
Well, I mean,
don't care.
It's high, man.
I don't give a shit.
It's high.
It was this high when we were 16 years old.
Sure.
When we were 16 years old and we got our licenses, it was also...
It was like $4.99. It was almost $5.
Yeah, it was almost $5 a gallon. It's not even to that point yet, and everybody's complaining.
Right.
Like in Indiana. It's definitely that other places, but in Indiana, when we were 16, 17 years old, I think we were 17, it was this high.
Yeah.
And we made it. It was fine.
It was fine.
We were all right. I'm just tired of everybody complaining about it. Tired of it. Tired of people bitching. Just move on. Don't drive. Just don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
I feel like it just gives people something to talk about. I'm just annoyed with people. Just annoyed lately. I'm just super, super annoyed with shit that doesn't matter. Like the gas prices, people's feelings.
You know what that is?
People's feelings.
You know what that is?
What?
It's narcissism.
Narcissism?
Yeah.
How's it narcissism?
It is. That's the definition of narcissism.
Give me the definition of narcissism.
I looked it up today because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look up narcissism because I don't really know what it means. And like, I think you might be a narcissist. Like you in general.
You? Why were you looking it up for me?
Yeah.
Why were you looking it up for me?
I don't know.
Symptoms. Narcissistic personality. No, I want narcissism.
Yeah, I mean, you typed it in. Just definition. Right there. Right, go back. No. Why does it usually pops up?
A self-centered personality style characteristic of having an excessive interest in one's physical appearance and an excessive preoccupation with one's own needs, often at the expense of others. Oh, you mean being a fucking boss?
Here we go.
Being a fucking boss-ass bitch? That's what that means. You're being a fucking boss.
Here we go.
You're being a king. You're being a queen in your own fucking world.
Personality.
That's okay. If you're a narcissist,
If you're
narcissist, not a narcissist.
If being a narcissist means you give a shit about yourself and yourself only, fuck everybody else, your goals against others, because you're the only one that's gonna be able to do shit in your own life.
There's other things to it. That's self-love. Self-love is different.
Self-love is different than self-centered personality.
Self-love is different than thinking high of oneself. There's difference.
You should think highly of yourself.
Listen, personality qualities include thinking very highly of oneself, needing admiration, believing others are inferior, and lacking empathy for others. That's what being a narcissist is.
Oh, so you're a dick about it. That's what it is.
Well, it's thinking high of oneself and not caring about other people, only caring about oneself, seeking admiration.
So to like go a little farther, it is human nature to be selfish and boastful to a certain degree. There's a significant difference between healthy narcissism. Okay, so non-healthy narcissism.
Yes.
So non-healthy narcissism versus healthy narcissism. Healthy narcissism, you're the fucking king or queen in your own fucking realm.
Yeah.
And you gotta be a boss-ass bitch to get this shit done, or you're not gonna do anything with your life.
Right.
Non-healthy narcissism is, I'm better than you, you an ugly sack of shit, I'm pretty, and I'm not an ugly sack of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm the healthy one.
That's you.
I'm the healthy one.
I don't know.
I'm not the I don't call. I'm like, look at that sad sack of shit over there.
Yes, you do. You do that all the time.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Who?
I don't know. All kinds of people.
What did I call the dog last night?
That doesn't count, though.
I called the dog a fat garbage baby, something like that, because it. What does she want?
So he's talking about you.
Oh, she was like standing in the kitchen or something like that. Like when I was making dinner, she always stands right on the outside of the kitchen and stares at you and waits for you to drop food. Just stares at you. I mean, if you're there for 40 minutes, she's sitting there for 40 minutes. Huh. And I was like, get out of here, you fat garbage baby. Go leave me alone.
That's not being a narcissist. That's just being a dick.
Yeah,
to somebody,
but she doesn't know
somebody who just to an animal that just wants.
And then I get yelled at because I call the dog a fat garbage baby, and then I yell back that she doesn't understand what I'm saying, and then I get yelled back at saying yes she does, and then it's a back and forth.
Dogs understand emotions.
Dogs understand emotions, but I'm like, get out of here, you fat garbage baby.
Yeah, it's different.
And I didn't say it like that though. I said, get out of here, you fat garbage baby.
Yeah.
I'm not the unhealthy narcissist. I'm a healthy narcissist.
I feel you weed in and out of it. You weave in and out of healthy.
I weed in and out of it?
You weed in and out.
I feel like everybody does.
Nah.
I don't know. Yeah. Why? So you Google narcissist because of me? Why?
I don't know. I was thinking about something and I was like, I wonder what narcissism actually is. Because I wonder if there's an actual condition, an actual thing that I can set to the stuff that
apparently
Cody says.
A narcissist to stuff that I say. Yeah, healthy narcissism.
No, not all of it is.
So narcissistic personality disorder. This apparently says
that's like actually diagnosed. There's a difference between a narcissist and being like clinically diagnosed as a narcissist.
This actually has like symptoms. So symptoms may vary from person being very overly boastful and exaggerating one's achievements, pretending to be superior, lack of empathy, looking down on others. Oh, so a serial killer.
I mean, narcissism is a
serial killer trait
of serial killers. Yes.
Monopolizing? Monopolizing?
Monopolizing?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Maybe like thinking it. I don't know.
Impatient, angry, unhappy, depressed, or mood swings. That's you.
Easily disappointed. Always craves for the best in everything. Has a very fragile self-esteem. Look at this narcissism audiobook. It's got an orangutan on it. Well, I don't know why. Are orangutans narcissists?
I don't know.
Complications. If untreated, untreated? How do you treat narcissism?
Ritalin.
How do you cure a bad back? Ritalin. Ritalin for everything.
Yeah.
Disturbance in social relationships. Depression, drug and alcohol abuse, suicidal thoughts. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have those.
Prevention. Child abuse is prevention?
Apparently, we gotta beat the shit out of these kids to prevent narcissism.
Child abuse.
Quit sticking your kids in the corner and whip their fucking ass.
Child abuse, both physical and mental, and intimate partner abuse may be
predisposing factor. Okay, that makes sense. We should have finished this.
Avoid domestic violence. Quit alcohol and smoking. Avoid drug abuse.
Causes.
Exact causes are unknown, but may include parenting style, genetic changes in structure. Risk factors may include family history and mental health, unpleasant family life, conduct disorder during childhood.
Well, how do you feel?
I feel fine. I don't think people are inferior to me. I definitely don't think... I think of people as humans. That's what helps me get through my day. Especially in my work relationships. I think of people as humans, not as these characters or positions that I have to be afraid of. I think of them as people. That actually helps me get through my day, to be honest with you. Because somebody comes up to me that's like in a high position and they're like, hey, why'd you do this? And I'm like...
I don't give a fuck about you.
Shit. No, I don't say that.
Fuck you, I'm a narcissist.
But they're just a person wanting to know an answer. That's it. Like, it's not I should be afraid because this person's coming and asking me a question. This is a person who needs to know an answer. It's just a fucking person. It's not this way high up position.
Maybe you're a narcissist poser. Maybe you pretend.
Are we coming up with names now?
Yeah, maybe you pretend to be normal, and then once they walk away, you're like, fuck that guy.
You can take questionnaires to see if you're a narcissist.
Shall we take one?
There's a physical examination?
How's that even possible?
It's ruling out of other conditions. I don't know.
Let us take a questionnaire.
For treatment, psychotherapy is the first line of treatment. Medications may be prescribed. Ritalin. To manage...
Really?
No.
Oh, fuck.
It says medication. Antidepressants. I think this is like the depression phase. If you get to that depression phase for the side effects. Relieves depression, anxiety. Anti-anxiety drugs. Acts of... okay, so anti-anxiety drugs. Therapy is like psychotherapy. And then self-care. Always talk to your provider before starting anything. Focus on a treatment plan. And discuss feelings and experiences with family members. So there you go. Go on a walk.
We should take a questionnaire, though.
What?
Take a questionnaire. Should take one.
Take a questionnaire.
Yeah, why not?
I don't want to take a questionnaire to see that I'm not a narcissist.
I think you might
I'm not an unhealthy narcissist.
Like I said, I think you go from back and forth.
I'm not going to put a name to it because I feel like putting names to every fucking thing is stupid.
I know. Because I found, like, at work... They had what was it? Proper pronouns. Stuff like that we had to look through or whatever.
That's different, but I feel like putting a name to everything, like everybody in this...
That's what I mean.
No,
like,
I'm talking about
proper things.
No, I'm talking about shit that doesn't need a name. Pronouns are different.
Well, that's what I'm
talking about.
That's what I mean. Like, I like cisgender. Like, cisgender is just going with your specific gender. Like, that's...
Straight.
Yes. It's called cisgender now. When did that happen?
Right. Why can't we...
That's what I mean.
Okay. I don't know.
Why can't you just be... I don't know. That's what I mean. Like, I read it and it said cisgender. Now, I'm not... Hey, this is the thing that my work put out, so I don't know if this is 100% true.
What does cis mean?
I don't know. It just... Cisgender said it meant you're basically who you are at birth. So if you're a boy, then you're a boy.
What the Christians
You identify
say.
as a male.
What the Christians say. Yeah.
If you're cisgender, you just are genetically what you were supposed to be.
A boy.
Or a girl.
Why don't we just call it... Why do we have to have a name?
That's what I mean. But gender and sex are different. You can't be like I'm straight.
Like, okay, so...
It's different.
What I meant was like
we could go on a huge tangent. I don't really want to because we're going to fuck it up.
Like, no, like, why does everything have to have a name? Like, sus.
That's just suspicious.
That's stupid. Why do we have to say sus?
Why does
simp?
What is
like a simp? You know what a simp is?
Yes, I know what a simp is.
It's a man that tries to please a woman like way too much.
These are TikTok words. You know what they called? Pussy whipped. That's what they used to call them.
Yeah.
We can't use pussy whip because the kids. Okay, so we call them simps.
Because the kids? It's the same thing.
People used to say jank for fucked up.
Jank, I remember that. I remember that.
Or jacked. Or fucking...
Fucked up.
Yeah.
So everybody has fucking slang terms, and you use it in front of somebody.
What happened to Cloud9? Nobody uses Cloud9
I was talking to work, and I forget.
Nobody uses Cloud9 anymore. Cloud9, I was reading a fucking audio.
One Love. The only time, remember used people do One Love?
Yeah.
And the fucking handshake shit? The only person I ever see do One Love. Have you ever seen the blind TikTok guy?
Yeah, he does One Love.
He does One Love.
Yeah.
All the time.
Nobody does the cool shit. Like Cloud9? Who said Cloud9?
Wiz Khalifa.
No. This is an old term because I was reading an old book and they said, I am on Cloud9 right now. And this person was old. Like old. Yeah. I don't know who it was, but it was like, I'm on Cloud9 right now. I'm like, what? But this was like back in the 50s, 60s. Really? Oh, I think it was, shit. Who was it? Oh, it was, Dick Van Dyke.
Really?
The Keep Moving book. I think he said I'm on Cloud9. And I was like, what? But this was like, he was telling a story from like the 60s.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean, when did he write that?
Nobody says Cloud9, One Love. Everybody's like, simp. Ooh, pussy whipped.
That's
like,
what I mean.
Whipped. Like whipped. That's it.
Yeah.
Actually, but simp is like, simp is
not when you're in a relationship.
Whipped means you're in a relationship. Simp means you want a relationship, but the other person doesn't want a relationship, and then you get pissed because they don't want a relationship with you.
You're just being a bitch.
You're just being a creep. Yeah. You're just being a creep.
I mean, I say a bitch, which technically isn't. Some people don't like that word.
Nobody says talking shit anymore.
No.
Nobody says talking shit. I say talking shit all the time.
On God. Fuck your mom. On God.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We just gotta have a name for everything.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it.
I'm trying to get back to this. The fucking articles are popping on the screen and it says something about Sean Penn tested positive for something. I think it may be AIDS. And I'm trying to catch it.
It doesn't matter.
I love Sean Penn and I don't want him to have AIDS.
Do you really want me to fast forward to Sean Penn?
Yup.
Oh my God.
I was just waiting for it to come back around. No, go back. What? We don't care about it.
It doesn't matter. It's a news
It matters to me.
Okay.
Keep going.
Keep going.
In the middle. Go to the middle. Go to the middle. Right there.
Sean Penn tested positive for COVID-19.
Oh, who gives a fuck? COVID's over. Don't matter anymore.
What the fuck is licorice pizza?
What? According to Licorice Pizza director Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh, it must be a movie.
Huh.
Or a show.
Anyway. Sean Penn's so great.
Oh, yeah, because he's been in like 3 movies.
Sean Penn. No, he has not. He's been in a lot of shit.
Best role he's ever played, Spicoli.
Fuck yeah. You don't have to play anything else.
There was something, I think it was a health and fitness.
The tits in that movie.
I think it was a health and fitness article. He was at the physics. It's like, look how jacked Sean Penn was as Spicoli in fucking Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I was like, he was a kid.
You know what they do?
Every kid is jacked.
They just don't know what to cover anymore. They don't know what to talk about.
Yeah, every kid's fucking jacked when they're like.
What'd you say? Dazed and Confused?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. They're like, look how jacked Sean Penn was. I was like, he was a stoner surfer. Of course he's jacked. He didn't do anything besides smoke weed and eat pizza.
That's what pisses me off. So I bet a lot of kids don't know what even fucking Fast Times at Ridgemont High even is. And like,
it's pretty sus.
It is pretty sus.
Pretty sus. You don't know what that is.
You're acting pretty sus that you don't know old movies.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
All right, let's go ahead and take a bathroom break.
Okay. Hey everyone, just wanted to take a second to let you know about our official podcast store at thecummcast.com. Go check it out today, everybody. We've got everything you can think of, from t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, organic tote bags, and even drinkware like coffee mugs and craft beer glasses. Go check it out today at thecummcast.com. Now let's get back into the episode. All right, everybody, we are going to get into some news stories.
So the first one we have for you guys today: a man sentenced to 3 years in prison for using a COVID-19 loan to buy a rare Pokemon card. I don't know what banks giving out to COVID-19 loans, but I would like one, please. So a man from the U.S. used a COVID-19 relief loan to buy a Pokemon card and has been sentenced to 3 years in federal prison. So Georgian native Vinath Odosman?
I think they lied about Georgia native.
Yeah.
He sounds Russian.
Vinath
Odosman.
So Georgia native Vinath Odosman spent $57,789 on a first edition shadowless and holographic Charizard card through the PWCC marketplace in December of 2021.
That's
the 31-year-old applied through the Small Business Administration for an economic injury disaster loan. So he was like, this is like bankruptcy almost.
It's fraud.
No, I mean like he filed a loan through like bankruptcy, like he owned a business. Under the false pretense, he had a small business and needed to pay his 10 employees.
Yeah, that's fraud.
So he's like, yo, I own a gas station and I got 10 employees. I'm pretty sure a gas station, you can literally run a gas station on like 2 people. 2 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
7 days a week, 2 people run a gas station. So he's like, yeah, I got a lawn trimming service.
I run a daycare.
And I got to pay my 10 employees. Can I have $57,000?
No, he asked for $85,000.
Oh, okay. So the loans were part of a relief package created to aid businesses and their employees amid the pandemic, and he asked for $85,000. So Odosman pleaded guilty to 1 count of wire fraud and admitted he lied to receive the disaster relief loans. So Philip Weissler, who's an FBI agent in Atlanta, spoke out about Odosman's charge, stating he exploited the purpose of these loans intended to aid small businesses. COVID-19 disaster relief loans are issued by the government to help businesses struggling to survive during a pandemic, not to use for trivial collectible items. So this sentence highlights the FBI's commitment to aggressively pursue anyone who would abuse taxpayer dollars. Yeah, because, I mean, he got $57,000 in taxpayer money. Is the 2 Charizard cards really worth $57,000?
He only bought 1.
Or did he pocket like $5,000 of that?
He only bought 1.
No, he bought 2. The shadowless and the holographic.
That's the thing. If he goes to prison for 3 years, like, he still owns the cards or whatever. He's got to pay the money back or whatever, but... Like,
I think
those are worth like $150,000.
I think the government can legally take the cards back. He can't keep them.
No,
they probably got repossessed.
No, he just has to pay the money back probably. But like Odosman looks a lot like Joe Biden.
That's just a picture of. It says U.S. President Joe Biden announced last week that he would be appointing a team to investigate these crimes for like these fraud acts.
No,
for false.
He don't even know where he's at.
Sometimes he doesn't, poor guy.
Poor fucking guy.
He's just an old fucking man.
Yeah.
Why do we always have to have old ass men? Why can't we have some young ass men or some young ass women? Why do we have to have old people? Mm-hmm. I don't know. They still think that fucking TV has 3 channels. So District Court Judge Dudley Bowen also fined the man $10,000, ordered him to pay restitution of the $85,000 and serve 36 months in prison.
So he gets gift cards.
However, this is not the first time someone has allegedly lied about eligibility for the COVID-19 disaster.
And that's the thing,
relief.
like they have all these relief shit, and there's always like the one dude. Or there was always all kinds of people that will just
would you
fake it?
Like how would you if somebody you know, or if you're a person that has like a small coffee shop and you opened up 2 years ago in like I don't know, January, like you opened January 2019. March 2019 lockdown. You're fucking broke. You're going to lose your business. You don't know what you're going to do. You got to pay your employees. You can't.
That's the thing.
You got to fire your employees. You got to let your employees go because you can't pay for it. This was a good thing that people did to help these local businesses survive and come out of this bullshit that was COVID, and people are ruining it by saying, "Oh, I need $85,000 for my 10 employees." Oh, what's their names? Harold, Kumar,
Whitey,
Ben, and Jerry. They're the night guys. Yeah, it's just like you ruined the shit.
But it didn't even say if he had a business or not, but like He doesn't!
I know, but that's the thing, like, once you file taxes...
His business is fucking Pokemon
they're getting
cards.
caught now because, like, you file taxes and, like, none of this shit is in your taxes. So...
You literally sign a contract saying that you're going to pay this back, or this is a relief thing.
He basically got audited and now has to serve jail time. So...
Yep. Isn't it in your taxes? Does it go in
You would have to file taxes as an entrepreneur owning a business.
Yeah.
And file taxes for that business. If you don't, they'd be like, we're auditing you.
What if we just seen somebody from, like,
We're auditing you, and then they would go back and be like...
What if we just seen somebody that worked at, like, the loan servicing place through the government and be like, oh, hey, how's your business doing? Like, what business? Yeah. And he's, like, thumbing through his 2 Pokemon cards.
Just fingering the fuck out of his Pokemon cards.
Like, what business? I'm like, oh, wait. Yeah, my bagel company? I thought you said you owned a coffee shop. Yeah, we just started serving bagels now, actually.
Store-bought bagels.
Store-bought bagels. Pre-toasted. We'd sell pre-toasted bagels.
And that's the thing. Like, he bought Pokemon cards. Like, you could have bought all kinds of shit for $85K. You could have bought 2 Pokemon cards.
You could have bought, like 85,000 Pokemon cards.
You could have, I don't know. You could have a bunch of other shit. Hookers and blow. But no, you bought paper. Certified paper. Holographic paper is what you bought.
Holographic paper.
With a Japanese image on it.
Yep. Of a
dragon.
A fake orange dragon. Yeah. Well, sorry, Mr. O'Dozman, but...
you fucked up. It's your own fault.
Not today.
You're just dumb.
It was stupid.
You dumb.
It's a stupid way to go to jail for 3 years.
Yeah, it's like, what are you in here for? I bought Pokemon cards with my fucking tax loan.
Who are you, Jussie Smollett? God. All right, so the next article we have for you guys. So, a teacher is being investigated after wearing a tight morph suit on World Book Day at school. So, for those of you who don't know what a morph suit is, it's the skin tight suits that people wear that like completely cover their faces. You can see through them. The person wearing the morph suit can see through it, but it's the ones that like cover their faces, like the Blue Man Group, like that kind of shit.
The Blue Man Group is just paint. They didn't have suits on.
Oh, okay, never mind. Or is it like a mask? I don't know.
No, it's just a full body suit.
So this teacher is wearing a morph suit to class, and I think I know why he's under investigation.
He must be erect.
I previewed...
Fat cock on this dude.
I previewed this article. Sometimes I preview the articles and I kind of read through them a little bit to see if they're going to be stupid or not.
Please tell me this dude has a fat ass
Hold on.
Fat ass piece.
So...
This fucking hipster looking motherfucker. So no underwear... Fat dick. I know.
So sometimes I preview the articles just to see what, like, is it going to be worth telling on the podcast or not, or bringing up to you. And then sometimes I don't. And that's when sometimes in the podcast, like during the show, it's just like they just kind of fall short. There's not a lot to them. That's the ones that I don't preview, which now everybody knows that Cody definitely didn't preview this article because it's fallen short. This one, unfortunately, is not falling short, but I know exactly why he might be under investigation.
Why?
So, hold on. So, Martin Tunstall works at Broxburn Academy in Scotland, and issues were raised when he approached pupils dressed as Spider-Man. I don't think so.
Wearing looks like a red pill from fucking The Matrix.
Yeah.
He looks like a dog dick with arms.
Do you want to stay in the Matrix forever? I'll show you the Matrix.
What if Spider-Man?
What if that fucking creeper from last week's episode was like, do you choose the red pill? I'll show you the Matrix. That's literally what this is.
Dressed as Spider-Man.
Wearing a fairly revealing...
Shooting webs out of his dick.
So he's wearing a revealing red morph suit. Photographs of the incident have since been shared online, showing the English teacher walking around in bright and rather inappropriate outfit. And there's no Spider-Man. Spider-Man wears a Spider-Man suit. You're not wearing a Spider-Man suit, and you're definitely not built like Spider-Man. You're built like the Mayor of Whoville, is what you look like. So another image shows a secondary school teacher with the top of the suit unzipped, revealing his face, which is obviously just his face.
Fine.
So all right, you ready for this? So he's running through... the fucking classroom. He's built like he's made out of pudding, for one. And then he's probably wearing underwear, but he's wearing tighty whities. Everybody knows tighty whities. You can see that dick
just
through it.
Little mushroom.
You can see that fucking dick through it.
Dick and balls.
You can see that dick.
That's the thing. It's National Book Day. It's just a
look, guys. I'm Spider Dick Man.
I'm Spider-Man.
I'm Spider Dick Man.
You can imagine though. He's like, "I'll save you, Mary Jane." Just like running through the class.
Look, everybody. I'm Spider Dick Man.
What the fuck?
So, according to reports, pupils were left shocked by their teacher's behavior, and since the photos were shared on social media, the school has received a number of complaints and an investigation now been open. You know that this teacher was just trying to be fun and cool for his students and be entertaining and funny, but your dick is out, man. Like, you can see all curves of your ween. You can see where everything is. Mm-hmm. You can see where it connects to your balls. Like, you can see everything. So, like, you know he had good intentions on this, but he's just like, you fucked up, man. You fucked up. So, So an investigation's been open. The relative of one pupil posted a photograph on Twitter of the teacher on Friday. And the post said, "Guy teacher at my wee cousin's school has been sacked for dressing up for World Book Day, and one of them morph suits not knowing his cock balls.
This is like English.
Yeah,
shit.
It's Scottish. It's Scottish.
It's weird.
Not knowing
that his cock balls, the lot, were unsure.
He was chasing the weens, pretending to be Spider-Man. His ween's going somewhere.
His ween's fucking. I can see him like running around the class.
His ween's out.
His little dick and balls like
they're sitting there going like this,
flopping, like jelloing around.
So yeah, there you go. And it must be cold in the classroom because his nips are out too. Look, guys,
he ain't got nothing on. It's just skin tight fucking shit.
You know he was having a good time, but he did not. Yeah. All you gotta do is look down, man. Like, look down. Your dick balls are out. I don't know.
National Book Day.
Like, you should have wore this in a mirror and then be like, my dick out? Yeah, we should probably just not do this.
But what's so special about World Book Day?
Spider-Man book.
Dressed as Spider-Man.
I don't know. So one person joked, imagine going for a new job after that. What were you sacked for in the last job? So while another chimed in, this is Bronxburn High School, and I had a wee guy in for a trim after school, absolutely traumatized. So a haircut. That's just, I don't know, man. So is this considered acceptable attire for teachers at the academy? I'm sure many of your students' parents would disagree.
What the fuck?
I don't know what that is. So, other footage has also emerged which shows a man sending a goodbye message to school leavers while dancing about wearing a similar red morph suit. So, I guess this is like, he got fired that day and this is like a video been posted? I don't know.
I think it's just somebody else doing it and they just, I don't know.
So, responding to criticism, a spokesperson for the school council said yesterday that the incident was being looked at. They said an issue at a lunchtime World Book Day event is currently being addressed internally.
This was just during lunch. Kids are eating, and you're fucking running around with your cock out.
Maybe it was Shrimp Day.
Weird.
See, here's the thing: if you would have worn an actual Spider-Man suit,
yeah,
your dick probably wouldn't have shown that much.
You're half-assing it. You Dollar Treed your suit and you fucked up.
You Dollar Treed that dick.
Yeah.
You Dollar Treed that dick. So, condolences to the death of your career, but I doubt you were in tenure. So that's the thing.
You're lucky you don't go to prison.
That's the thing. If you're a teacher and you want to do something squirrely like this, wait till you got tenure so they can't actually fire you. Mm-hmm. They can't actually fire you. They just make you do something mediocre till you want to retire.
I can't believe nobody said
anything. You still get your pension, though.
How come nobody said anything? Where were the other teachers?
I would have been like, hey, bro, your ween's out. Like, go put, like, some toilet paper over it or something.
Excuse me.
I don't know.
He had really good intentions. I guarantee that's what he had. He was just trying to entertain the students. Of course he had good intentions,
but doesn't everybody have good intentions until somebody says something?
He was trying to have a good time and be Spider-Man, be broke-ass Spider-Man.
Be broke-ass Spider-Man.
They can't afford a blue and red suit, just a red one.
Only one color.
He
was in a pinch. He was like, it's World Book Day, I gotta be Spider-Man, but all they have is a red morph suit.
God, can you imagine, like, going home to your wife or your partner and it's just like, well, I need to look for a job now. What happened? Like, everybody knows, though. Like, your partner already knows before you walk in the fucking door, like, what happened. Like, well, I gotta look for a new job now. And, like, why? Well, everybody at school saw my dick and balls.
Yeah. Why were you dick and balls out? Like, I put my morph suit on and ran around and chased kids.
I told him I was Spider-Man. You don't look like Spider-Man in that.
You look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, poor guy. I feel bad for him. I do feel bad for him because I feel like that's a very innocent thing.
He was just trying to have fun.
I doubt he did it on purpose, but...
You can't wear skin-tight clothes to fucking a children's lunch book day. Fuck. Alrighty. I got one, and then we can get out of here.
Okay.
Did you know that wombat feces is cube-shaped?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's
okay. So for everybody who doesn't,
we actually read this article.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna read it again.
It's cube-shaped because so they can shit on rocks and stuff, and people know, and other wombats knew they went there.
No.
Yeah, that's why.
No.
It's so they can shit on rocks and it doesn't roll away.
I don't think that's the reason they.
That is the reason.
No.
Wombats leave their scent by their shit, and so they can shit on rocks, so the shit doesn't roll away off of a rock. And so they know that other wombats have been there.
I don't think that's why it's cube-shaped.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm just about to read it to you.
At its finest.
It says wombats produce 80 to 100 pieces of shit each night.
Yeah, so do I.
And until recently, no one knew why it was cube-shaped. But in 2018, researchers concluded that it is the wombat's intestines, which are made of some stretchy and some stiff sections, that create the edges of the
Hey, so was our teacher.
So he was stretchy in some parts and stiff in some other parts.
I'm Stiff Man!
And that's what creates the cube-shaped edges.
That is why, though.
Yeah, not because they're letting other wombats know where they shit.
No, that is why. That is really why.
I want my shit to hit and stick, not roll off like a sheep.
How do you spell wombat?
Sound it out. Why do wombats have poop cubes?
Researchers say the distinctive cube shape of the wombat poop is caused as a result of drying of the feces in the colon.
Exactly. That's what I just read.
Hold on. No, I know for a fact that's why.
8 to 14 days for digestion. Slowly.
It's right here. One popular theory is that the wombats make cubes so that they can stack them to mark their territory without the pieces rolling away. But Swinburne says, this is like a person, says that a misconception, that's a misconception. While wombats do use their scat to mark territory, it's not like they're trying to build little brick pyramids. He says,
could you imagine a wombat?
They poop where they poop.
Exactly. Could you imagine a wombat shits and he's like, all right, here we go.
It's like the cup stacking game. Hey, Gerald! What? Guess so. Bet I can get stacked just about 3.5 seconds.
See what I mean? Pair of tits. It's a pair of tits.
See that, Gerald? It's a pair of tits, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
I'm making a dick and balls with my cute
Hey, you heard
shit.
about the teacher on TV? He thought he was Spider-Man and his dick and balls were out.
He thought he was Spider-Man. The shittiest Spider-Man.
The dickiest Spider-Man.
The dickiest.
You don't see Spider-Man's dick wobbling around everywhere?
Nope.
You don't see Tobey Maguire's dick on TV? Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. He was Spider-Man for years. A couple years.
Spider-Man stays away from kids. This guy.
Somebody needs to reach out to Tom Holland and be like, how does your dick not show? Because that one guy's dick did day one.
A1
day one.
Cup. Wear a cup.
Huh?
Wear a cup next
time. That dude
time.
should have wore a cup.
Still, but you don't go around in a...
Maybe you should have put a book over your dick because it's World Book Day.
You don't go in a hand-me-down gimp suit to book day. Gimp suit. You don't go to a hand-me-down gimp suit to book day and chase kids around with your dick out. I know you're trying to have fun.
Technically, okay, so his dick wasn't out, everybody.
It was out. You can see the outline
so your dick's not out, but you probably should have wore pants under the suit, for one. It would have looked a little weird, because you would have seen like him wearing pants under his suit, but you wouldn't be able to see all the lines of his junk.
You know what you also do?
A blind person could feel their way and draw a picture of his dick and balls. That's how prominent the lines were.
Also, don't dress up like broke dick Spider-Man. It's a book day.
God, I bet when he was running around, it looked like he had the biggest smile on his face, like he was having so much fun. Seriously, I can pull the article back up.
Probably.
It looked like he was having so much fun.
You know he was having fun.
Because he had a big smile on his face running around like,
he released his inner killer. He's like, they don't know who I am. And then it's me, fucking teacher something. What the fuck is
me, Mr. Stuntle?
It's me, Mr. Stuntle. I'm in Spider-Man. Like, you're not Spider-Man. It's like, that's just a morph suit.
Oi, why's your dick out?
Why's your cocking bows out?
Why's your cocking bows on show? Doing a strut down the runway.
I about fucked up. We were out there on the pee break or whatever. You just got your fucking... What'd you get? A French press?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a beaker.
It is a beaker, basically.
I picked it up and I was spinning it in my hands and I almost fucking
dropped. Don't break that. It's glass.
I was so close to dropping it.
Don't fucking do that.
So close. I was like,
I just got that. It just came in yesterday.
And I started laughing and Cheyenne...
I haven't even used it yet.
Cheyenne's like, what are you doing? And I was like, hi. Almost fucking.
It's also glass, and it's a 34-ounce glass French press beaker.
I know.
And it would have went fucking everywhere.
I was like, I almost dropped that, and she's like, I'd have fucking left.
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost fucked up. Like fucking Mr. Spider-Man.
And from that story, we will say, don't touch shit that's not yours. Let people break their own stuff.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Don't be like this fucking guy and dress up as Spider-Man.
God, I just feel so bad because he was so happy. He was having such a good fucking time. That's why I said don't do this kind of shit if you're a teacher until you got a tenure, because then if they do fire you, you're still getting your fucking pension.
That's the thing. He was a good teacher, and then now he got fucking fired.
Yeah,
because of one mistake.
Like when we were in school, the teachers that were the coolest were the ones fucking all the students.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is true.
It is true.
Which is true.
Everybody.
Now they were 18.
Yeah,
but they lost their wives. So
they lost their entire families, and then they all end up getting pregnant for some reason.
They lost their entire families, but they were having sex with students of age.
Now, we're not saying that this guy was having sex with really young kids.
No.
I'm not saying that at all.
No.
But he was really enjoying himself.
God, he was having so much fun.
So much fun.
I feel so bad for him.
He was.
Because he was having such a good time. He's like, oh, this is going to be a great idea. You know he doesn't have a partner at home because they're like, look, what do you think?
But you know.
They're always going to be like, you're freaking dicks out.
You know if he had a wife, though, like he was actually married, she'd be like, you might want to wear, like, underwear or, like, pants under there. And he's like, no, it'll be all right. And then he just fucking...
You could tell he had underwear underneath it, but it was like tidy whities. So, like, tidy whities just keep your shit in. They don't cover nothing.
Yeah.
And it's a tight morph suit. Like, you should have wore probably some, like, spandex underneath, like, spandex drawers underneath, or some pants.
What's wrong with being a clown nowadays? You should have been a clown.
I just feel so bad for him, man.
But it was for book day.
Yeah.
What red fucking dog dick looking motherfucker dresses up like that for book day?
He was Spider-Man.
He was not Spider-Man.
I know. Spider-Man's Spider-Man.
You're telling me he's hanging...
There wasn't... You should have drew like... He should have drew like the spider on his suit with black marker or something.
Well, you know, he was like, he tested it out with his grandkids. I mean, that's what he did. He's like, I tested it out with my grandkids and like they loved it. And it was like, yeah, but they're your grandkids and they've seen your dick before, not all these other straight kids.
Let's be honest, nobody should be able to be seeing their grandparents.
But everybody does. I bet there's all kinds of people out there, but like, yeah, I remember.
On accident.
Yeah, of course, it's not on purpose. Like,
God, I feel so
Granddaddy, let me see your dick.
I just feel so bad for him because he was having such a good time.
Yep. Okay, prepare if you're gonna do something fun and you're teaching students in the public, or you're in a public setting and you're gonna do something fun. Test it out first. Test it out in front of your family. Test it out in front of your partner, your spouse. Test it out first. Let them see any informalities that might occur before you unleashed all hell on your life.
Yeah. I bet he did.
I bet he didn't.
I bet he did.
I mean, he looks like a spontaneous fucker. I bet he didn't. But he did not.
Yeah. If you're a teacher out there.
If you would have tested that out, you would have noticed something's wrong.
Yeah. If you're a teacher, don't do this. Show them gun safety.
Gun safety?
Candle making.
That's the good one. Just don't use beeswax.
Don't be fucking broke-ass Spider-Man. Naked, broke-ass Spider-Man.
Just don't use beeswax. Use soy.
Jesus. Fuck.
Let's close this out.
All right. That is the episode, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for downloading. Of course, we couldn't do this absolutely ridiculous fucking show without you. We love you so much. Go give us a rating and review on whatever platform you're listening to. Go hit up the store. Go buy some shit. If you want to help us out, we really appreciate it. Remember, stay safe out there. Avoid creepy fucking teachers like this guy, even though he was just a really nice guy and fucked up one good time. Don't commit fraud. Remember, stay clean. I feel dirty now. Anyway, wash your hands, wash your motherfucking ass, because you stink. Let's get out of here.
All right, everybody. Love you guys so much. Have a great week. We will see you all next Monday. Don't forget to follow us on the Cummcast Facebook page, where we post clips of all the new episode and links to all the new books and brews we review on the show. Love you guys so much. Remember, when life gets hard and life gets you down, you test that shit out before you implement it, and milk that pig, everybody.
Peace.
We out.